So today we're going to talk about one of my very favorite neighborhoods called Brook Village. It's a little area just north of the country club, and it is very historic and very charming. So stay tuned because you're going to love Brook Village. Hey y'all! Welcome back to another episode of Your Wichita Falls. I love Wichita Falls, so please subscribe to our channel if you want to know more about all things Wichita Falls. And we're going to get started right now talking about one of my very favorite neighborhoods, Brook Village. It's a little slice of heaven just south of Kell and butts up against the country club, and it's on between Brook and Harrison. So if you want to look it up on a map, that's the easiest way to look at it. If you've watched any of my videos on the historic districts, you know that the country club used to be called Oil Barons Row. And so all the very wealthy that started our town, our community, lived there. And just north of there is this quaint tree-lined, a lot of brick-lined streets called Brook Village. These houses were not for the richy rich. They were for the actual sort of middle income people. But these are charming storybook houses, just street after street after street of them. They have, some of them are craftsmen, some of them are Tudor. They're not gargantuan like the country club or the historic district Floral Heights. They're charming. They probably, most of them were built about 1,200 to 1,500 square feet. But what happens is, over the period of time since the early 1900s when these houses were built, people have updated them, they've made them modern, but they still have that amazing historic charm. They've got fireplace insets, they're faux fireplaces, so they used to put gas heaters in them, but they still have chimneys, so they look just absolutely fun and historic. So they look absolutely so charming in this neighborhood. So this video, you're seeing lots of these houses as I drive down the street because now it's spring and it's tree lined and everything is gorgeous. And I want you to just pay special attention to the absolute classicness of some of these little houses. Some of them are not so little. Some of them are 2,000 square feet. Some of them are 2 stories. There's not a lot of them in the neighborhood, but they're just reminiscent of a time past that people enjoyed a slower pace of life. And one of my favorite things in these homes is the little inset for the old telephones, because that's when we had telephones that attached to the wall. And you can pick up a house in this neighborhood for under $200,000. I know I speak a lot about price per square foot in some of my other videos, but the price per square foot for a lot of these homes generally is right around the top of the 90s to $100 a square foot. Do they get up a little higher than that? Sometimes 107, 110, but they are super fancy. They are fixed up to the nines. So I want you to just enjoy this little trip down Brook Village, because if you want fun and classic and not too expensive and be in this quaint neighborhood that has its own little neighborhood watch, but it's a very close-knit community. Everybody knows everybody when you live in Brook Village. And so I just invite you to experience more of it. If you do come to town, be sure to drive around Brook Village because just the experience of it is fun and exciting. And if you have any notion of moving here to Wichita Falls, please click on the Zoom link in the comments below, set up a meeting with me so that we can go over what it is that you absolutely desire. If you like learning more about Wichita Falls, watch one of these additional videos. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop me a line, text me, email me. I'm always here to help you. All right, y'all come back now, you hear?